morning and welcome to today's video. Look at me with a necklace on, feeling all posh. If you're wondering why I've got a necklace on, not that you would be, is this jumper is lovely and I bought it specifically, and I don't know why I'm sharing this with you. When I tried it on, it made me feel like a manta ray. So that's where I'm at the moment. But sometimes it looks a bit too much grey because it starts up here. So I'm trying it with the necklace. I feel a little bit too middle-aged, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. So stay with us. Stay tuned for the necklace situation development. But what I am going to do today is carry on with the zines, which, if you watched previous videos, I started a little zine project to give me a reason to use my light box for the first time, because I got a light box for my birthday as an early birthday present off Andy, and it's been sitting there, and the pressure of having this expensive light box to use in my art, to do art with, arty things, was just too much, and I was ending up not using it. So I made up a project of a zine. I've made a run of original zines, and I think it's a run of 5 because they ended up taking quite a long time. I was going to do a bigger run, but 5 was my limit when I was copying all of these things. So all of the zines are the same. They're going to have an image on the back, which this is what I'm going to finish today. But here's the tea with the zines, guys, is that I couldn't get the same size paper that I practiced on. So the paper's thicker. So I could either get thicker or thinner than I practiced on. And because I was painting on both sides, and it's not watercolour paper, it's just cartridge paper, I wanted it to be thicker, because with a thinner paper you might have been able to see the paint through the other side on the original zines that I'm going to end up selling. And I didn't want it to be see-through, basically. So I got a thicker paper thinking, problem solved, that's all right. It ends up, I can't fold these because the paper's too thick. So I did a little trial. Let me find my trial, hang on. So I did a little trial with my thicker paper. And when I just folded it, you can see there, when I just folded it, it left lots of crease marks. I don't know if you can even see that because of the exposure on the camera. Let me see if I can. No, it's not plain ball. So anyway, when I just folded the paper, it just left loads of creases and looked really messy. So I scored the paper, which was better, so much better, because it was nice and neat marks all the way down. But because the paper was so thick, when I made it into a zine, the spine, see how thick the paper is? The paper wouldn't fold around it, so I ended up having to cut the back spine. So it's a bit of a Frankenstein's monster of a zine at the moment. I quite like it with the cut back. So then you can just read it as a zine. Oh, I folded it wrong. Hang on. There we go. So you can just read it as a zine. And then you'll be able to open it up. And if you wanted to display the hidden picture on the back, you could do that. And if you put it in a frame, it would fit back together like a jigsaw puzzle. And because I've scored the lines, it's a lot neater than when I just folded it. That is where we're at with the zine at the moment. So I'm just going to bash on. I mean, you experience problems sometimes when you've got a project. This isn't how I saw this project going. I thought it was going to be a nice, easy project where I could just fold a nice little zine, put it on my shop, people could buy it if they wanted. It's becoming a bit more problematic because the materials were all rubbish. the materials weren't rubbish. They just weren't what I was expecting. They were different to what I was expecting. But let's just bash on and see where we end up. If it ends up being not very good, we won't put it on the shop. If it ends up being all right, we'll pop it on the shop, and if you want one, you can get one. The drawings are really cute. I really like them. I made this one, if you didn't see the video, I'll try and link it up here. I made this one into another design, a kind of digital design, and I popped this on some t-shirts on my Teemill shop, which are going nicely. So yeah, they're there if you want that on a t-shirt. If you want a stretchy cat on a t-shirt, head to Teemill. Pop the links. All the links are in the video description. Or you can search Embers and Ink Teemill and it should come up with my shop. But I'm going to get on with finishing these illustrations, which is the secret hidden illustration, which should be on the inside. So it'll be, when you got your zine, open it up, it'll be on the inside and you can put that in a frame. Yeah, stop talking and we just get on and do it. Okay, so they're all done. They're all cut. Let me put you down. So they're all cut. The problem I have now is, it's not a problem, it's a crossroads. So because I've had to cut the back, because the paper's so thick that it wouldn't fold, it's now open. So if I just let this fall like that, it would just sit open like that, not a book. I did that also so you can use this as, you can fold this out and put that, if that was in a frame or like a clip frame or whatever, that would sit flat, so you'd have this bonus drawing. But I kind of like it as a booklet. I still need to put the words on. I've had a little play around. So instead of it just opening like a concertina, I've got some little bits of paper, just normal paper, and I'll obviously do it a bit neater than this. This is just a prototype, but I've taped the ends down, top and bottom, and it's thin enough paper that when you open it up and flatten it out, you can just fold it down and you would still be able to access the image underneath. But then when you pushed it back together, it would stay like a little booklet. I quite like that. So I might just do that. I think it looks really nice. It's a bit of an effort, and like I said, I'd do it neater than that. I'd cut the bits of paper the right size and all that kind of stuff. It's a bit more of an effort, but you're worth it, so I'm going to do it. Another thing let's say I did it on purpose. So we're going to have one bonus super special edition, super special edition zine. There's 5 altogether in this hand painted zine. They should start with this image on the front, that image on the back, but one of them, totally on purpose, not because I cut it in the wrong place, has a different front and a different back. Makes it more collectible. When I'm a super famous illustrator, you guys will be laughing on the other side of your faces. Anyway, it still works in exactly the same way. It doesn't mess up the zine. It's just super unique and not like any others that's going to be out there. So there. Even if I didn't do it on purpose, it's still the way it is. So I'm going to go and cut some paper and be brave and stick those little tabs on and make some books. Okay, they need to dry, but it's looking promising so far. They look really cute. When they're dry, I will be putting a title on it. I'll be dating it and signing it, and then it should hopefully be available in my shop. But keep watching the daily vlogs and I'll let you know. But I'm going to leave this here because time has got away with me. I was in the garden a little bit earlier as well, so it hasn't taken me all day to do these, but the day has waned. So I'm going to go now and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!